So I just built this Cooler Master half XB Evo, and the specs are kind of unimportant. But my plan right now is I want to put speakers in these 3.5-inch drive bays, just because I have this old first gen jambox which will fit nicely in there, and I just want an audio option without taking up more space on this desk because this thing's huge, and not have more wires everywhere. So there's not a lot of videos of people taking apart the jambox, so I wanted to add to that and just something to do. Additionally, I'm recording it because in case I get electrocuted, you might as well have that filmed. Anyways, I'm gonna pull this apart. This is like step one in theory, because ideally I want to get this guy in here and powered like directly from the computer's power supply, and not take out a USB port from the back. One thing I did skip currently, since this is the quick build, is I already fed the micro USB power supply and a 3.5, the audio jack through. It's coming currently out the back, which isn't pretty. I haven't fully cable managed again, but it's coming up and through the side here. The Cooler Master half is really set up nicely. There's, for cable management, there's these slots, so they're fed up there. There's enough space for this. I do want to see if I can manipulate and move the jacks, these audio jacks, around to free up space, because width-wise it's great as is, but with the cables coming out the side, that adds a little bit of shit to play with. All right, so jambox, pretty easy here. Mine's, as I said, this is the first. As soon as it was released, I bought this in haste, 2010. So mine comes apart pretty easy. At least these rubber gates, you just kind of pull those off. They were coming off anyways. This thing's resilient. It's taken a beating. 10 years, still going strong, still holds its charge. So yeah, this was the first PC I ever built. So that's the main reason I keep tinkering with it. Swiss Army knife. That'll help do this. So just prying off these things that are holding the gate on. It just breaks off. So that just came apart like that. And just kind of folded, so that's the mesh. Again, if you're trying to take this apart, man, this thing's dirty as hell. So I'm gonna go in further. So now that we have all these parts, I'm like not sure what's supposed to come apart here. This thing's like a unit, it's really firm. Ooh. Okay, maybe I should have yanked a little less hard. I hope that wire was supposed to be loose, because I don't have a soldering gun or anything, so fuck me. Let's do a quick test, I guess. Anyways, good news is I realized that this back piece that the wires were hanging off of is just the battery, and it's there for weight to kind of shake around for the base, I guess. But that means that even though I pulled that one cord out, it's okay. I don't need battery. I'm gonna have this powered through USB the whole time, so I'm taking out, I just ripped off both cords. Yeah, this just seems to be a case. I mean, it's not affecting the ports. At least the audio aux is stable and attached, and it looks like, yeah, the USB port itself on the chip isn't moving. So let's just pull that off somehow, even if we have to force it. Okay, so that came off. I'm not sure. Structural integrity, we're okay. In theory, with the battery removed and this not plugged in, now the likelihood of me getting shocked seems pretty low. And perfect, there's a little Torx here, so let's remove that, and that'll let us hopefully bend that around. I see this this tape in here. I imagine that that's going to be our slack for moving this. But let's remove this Torx here. I'm going to disconnect these. Oh, shit. Alright, so I disconnected these and... Oh shit.
What?
Nothing. Alright, well, let's see if this is an option. So this thing became detached from the motherboard, the I/O. So let's hope that reattaches. And if that's the case, then maybe that was the solution all along. Yeah, Jesus, Steven, you stupid idiot. Alright, so let's just pull out. Means we can remove these here. Get this guy back into position. Throw in here. I/O strip. Looks like it goes that way. Imagine, I don't know how these connectors work. Learning. I/O, power's labeled, going back into power. Let's hope that these things are kind of resilient because I just kind of jammed it in there. Alright, so now we're going to attach the board back to the motherboard. I/O goes to I/O. Just like that. Alright, so now we have this loosey-goosey. So this will work temporarily. The fact that we got this coming out the back fits in there pretty nicely. Still kind of at an angle because it's like going to be really snug. But my next part 2 is going to be me, since everything fits pretty nicely in here, I think I'm going to try to just really disassemble this and mount the speakers themselves and everything to this panel. In theory, because as I was checking something, I was like, you know what, let's just finish it. I don't want to do it again. Alright, so that, in theory, I guess this is a microphone. That answers one of my questions. Speakers themselves. Let's remove them. Right speaker. We're going to come in and remove the motherboard. Boom. Oh, with this rubber actually, it's kind of perfect. Right speaker in here. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. But that's the new setup. That'll slide in. Look. So this is the concept. In theory, this is all still attached perfectly well. Alright, we're going to remove the mic actually, because we don't need it. I don't need a listening device. So mic just ripped off. So I found out that these drive bay covers for the 3.5-inch drive bays, I was like, as I mentioned, the speakers seem pretty snug, but the rubber speaker parts kind of fit excellently. There's these little, the metal mesh inside here had this malleable mesh thing that's connected, so I actually even used that. Additionally, to kind of harness these speakers down. But yeah, we have that. And it's going to be loose, and I want to figure out a cage eventually, kind of, to restructure this so it slides in and doesn't just have wires flying around in there. Just clicks into place here. Yeah, remove the battery so we have nothing to worry about for charging, and I think that'll take away any real worry about like overheating. So yeah, that's that. I'm pretty pumped that worked. This video is going to suck. But I'm proud of myself. I did that. You want to tell me why I'm an idiot? You know, comment below. Dislike the video, please. Thank you.